This is Media Watch, a roundup of some of the stories making news across China. Yet another cold front is on the way for China, according to the country's weather forecasters, and that could worsen the current energy shortage. Xinhua.net reports that ships which transport coal from the northeast of the country could be trapped in harbours by frozen seas. A wave of cold air from the northwest is expected to head east and south, bringing temperatures of as low as 10 degrees Fahrenheit and possibly as low as 0 degrees in some places. Around 40% of the Bohai Bay, mainly the northern part, is already frozen. Weather experts say the freeze could extend to the southern area where many of the coal ports are located. Around 70% of the country's coal is used to generate electricity. Now, to ensure residential power demand, many cities have already put limits on supplies to industry, especially large consumers such as chemical and cement plants. Prices for residential land in a number of Chinese cities, including the capital Beijing, overtook commercial land lots last year. The China Daily reports that this is the first time that average residential land prices as a whole surpass commercial land lots in any major Chinese cities. Figures issued by the country's Ministry of Land and Resources show that in the fourth quarter of last year, the average price of residential land was over $60 per square foot, while commercial land was valued at $50. And analysts quoted by the paper say it's an unhealthy trend as far as China's real estate market is concerned. Normally speaking, both the price and return rate of commercial units is much higher than residential units. The cost of residential land in general shot up dramatically last year as the soaring price of residential properties made it more valuable. Staying with the China Daily now, and the paper carries an article which says government websites are easy prey for hackers. The paper says official websites are poorly maintained and have insufficiently clear monitoring. It cites figures from the National Internet Emergency Centre, which is part of the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology. These show that 178 government websites were attacked on the 4 days between January 4th and 7th this year alone. The article says such attacks include organised malicious attacks, individuals hacking for thrills, and those who feel they've been victimised by the organisations and want to draw attention to their cases. And even China's secure bodies are not immune. Earlier this month, a website belonging to the Institute of Forensic Science, part of the Ministry of Public Security, was hit by hackers who removed original content and excerpted computer code. Now, the state-controlled People's Daily has published an official report on the performance of local governments' reaction to events that led to extensive online debate. According to the paper, the report aims to provide a reference for local governments to improve their control of public opinion and level of administration. One unusual index used in compiling the results was the inclusion of what is called foreign media attention. This was based on the number of mentions of such events by major overseas media outlets such as Reuters, the BBC, AP or the New York Times. The paper added that the report focused on transparency of information and governmental credibility. In terms of rankings, the Xinjiang Autonomous Government came first, while Chengdu's local government fared worst. NetEase.com carries a report on a group of young rural women training to work in foot massage parlours. It says the aspiring masseuses have to study the theory as well as the practical aspects of the job. They must learn and be able to identify all the correct pressure points on the feet. But it's tough physical labour too. The same movements over and over again lead to aches and pains, and the students must train their fingers and arms each morning. They also undergo entrance training, learning how to behave correctly when dealing with the clients. The report says that while physical strength isn't too great a problem for these rural women, etiquette can be. It's not all bad news, though. Once they receive their National Professional Masseur certification, they can earn salaries of between $300 and $500 a month, far more than anything available in their rural hometowns. In an unusual expression of concern over the deteriorating environment, around 20 young people held a demonstration in the Guangdong subway by going trouserless. According to the Times Daily newspaper, the protest aimed at drawing attention to protecting the environment and living a low-carbon lifestyle. The clothes the youngsters did wear bore the slogans such as "Rescue the Earth." The paper quoted one participant who said, "The Earth will be destroyed if we leave it like this." But repeating this fact hundreds of times in a textbook won't catch anyone's eye. We feel this is a much more effective way of attracting attention and making people sit up and take notice. However, subway staff weren't so happy. They complained that the cause was good, but the young demonstrators should have informed them in advance, as their behaviour might have disrupted public order. As life gets ever faster and time becomes more and more important, the number of rapid courier services is growing. But Sohu.com reports on a curious reversal of this trend. A company in the northeastern city of Shenyang calling itself Snail Slow Deliveries. Its selling point, taking its time to deliver letters and parcels, has attracted plenty of attention. The idea behind the so-called slow delivery is to store clients' letters, good wishes and even prayers and send them on at a specified time of the customer's choosing in the future. The founder of the company says he is convinced the business model has great potential. He says senders will be able to express their wishes in advance and then rely on his company to deliver them at the right time. However, the website reports that there are some who worry that if the delivery is too far in the future, the recipient's address may have changed or the company may even have gone out of business. And that's today's Media Watch. In fact, that's all from now from the team here at BUN News. Thanks for watching.